Today is March 2016. We are at the Southwest Regional Library. In 1980, after the loss of my son, there was a song if I was a sculptor. So I had that in mind after I went to Montreal. I went to Montreal in 87. My brother gave me a 3-hour lesson how to carve. No, I didn't have any idea. As you see this one in the back over there, that was my first one. I drew a flower. And then he showed me how to try to make the angle, which is no. I decided I'm going to try to carve my son. And that was my first one. I spent 2 years try to teach me how to make a bust. I had in mind to make a bust. So after 2 years and maybe many hours and tried to teach myself, I came up with this one, which I worked 200 hours on it. After that, I decided to practice for many years, for 3-4 years. I came up with brain hand. This is the bust of my son-in-law, Jimmy, coming. The bust of my grandson, Brandon, coming. The bust of my daughter. Now after that, I made the Pope. The PLAQUE. I did many a thing, many, 3 or 4 of them. I make them all, reproduce them, and try to sell them on eBay, which didn't go too good. So then I went out and intend to make myself. After maybe 10 years, I was able to make a bust of myself, my wife Jocelyn. Then I drew I designed that for when the Florida Panther first came out. This Mother Teresa, PLAQUE. Those 2 pieces here, I did that in Montreal in 1962. That's with a pocket knife while my wife was working as a nurse. I did that during the night waiting for her. The globe. Now I intend to make Don Shula. He's winning. I think I did that in 1993 or something like that. Now, in this library, I got I got 82 pieces for the morning. I got 82 pieces, which just took me many hours. That's my grandson played basketball a few years ago. This over here, Heaven Can Wait. I did that for thinking that if he was in the cloud, I could see him. This is a poem that I wrote for him. This, I just did that a few months ago. My grandson and his dog. That one he's born in 2000. Brandon's born. This being done in 90. I did this one last year, I think. This one was done last year. What's up? This is a nice piece. My grandson and my son-in-law. It was done 2 years ago. My grandson played basketball. He got hurt after that. He's out of commission for a couple of years. Can't play no sport. This Brandon fishing. This our President Obama with Putin. They both look. They want to eat one another. This my grandson. It's him again play. He wasn't very much in the sport. It's him again playing or whatever. This was taking my daughter and my nephew in Montreal in a 70 or something like that. My wife and Brandon. Deep thinking. It's my daughter and the horse. I took a picture. I got a picture of a magazine. I put my daughter in there. This many people don't know what it is. This one, it's a wash machine. And when I was young, they threw it away, and I took the picture in the field. My grandson and his dog, Diesel, Wine's Will. I did that in the 90s, I think. This at the beginning in Everglades when I took that picture. They were shy of camera. They didn't want me to take picture. But at that moment I said to myself, what if something happened to one of them? I will be able to have that as a souvenir. So I snap it anyway. This I did that a few years ago. It's me and my brother in 1943, Maple Syrup Sugar Farm. Father McGivney, my daughter, my son-in-law. He was on the stove. He was on the floor playing the pot, and they put him in the stove. And when they did that, he started to cry. He got scared. My father made maple syrup. That's one of the first pieces I did from my son in the early 80s, late 80s. That picture was taken in 1973. Florida painter. I designed that. That's my daughter playing soccer. This is 1940, me and my brother and my daughter. Baby's gym, like in 2000, my grandson was born. This was my son in Florida Jungle, Miami, in the 70s. Me and my brother and my sister. My son, my grandson. That's my grandson on his land in the middle of the state. He's older than my grandson. This is me and my brother in 1940. In the middle of the state. Me and my grandson. He's 6'5", 6'4", and he's 16. Playing basketball. That picture was taken in 1973. Another intent on the early. That was my second piece that I did, I think. As you see, the first it's getting better. My wife feeding the dog. Grandson and daughter. Grandson, Battery Pio. Christmas 2005 205, something like that. My grandson fishing. This one is the first piece that I took in one of the first I made in 1963. My daughter, 1973, 1973, 1973. This is my grandson, his first communion or something like that. The tractor in Canada. This was taken in Thanksgiving. We want him to say the grace, and I snapped a picture. Jim, my grandson, my daughter, my wife, and my grandson. And this is it. As you can see, we have security with the library.